Good evening. By hook or by crook, I shall record something this evening. Now, I wanted to talk to you about the new theme park season in the UK, which is starting in approximately 3 weeks. And I know you're as excited as me, especially if you've watched a couple of my videos and you think, you know what, she's right. I should go on some roller coasters this season. But what do I bring? So I'm going to go through what I usually take in my theme park bag as an extremely organised middle-aged person. And if you're a young person, you'll go, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. And then when you're my age, you'll go, do you know what, she was absolutely right, I should have listened to her. So first of all, the theme park bags I do not recommend, and this answer may surprise you, is a Loungefly. Now, these are available in a lot of big theme parks, not Merlin, but you can get them in Disney parks, you get them in Universal parks, some other ones, and as you can see, they're extremely lovely. They're all very detailed, beautifully themed, ideal if you're Disney bounding or bounding as any other sort of character. I feel they really tie people's outfits together and it makes it really clear who they're bounding as. However, I think they're crap as park bags because the interior is not very well organised. There's not really enough room here, I don't think, for something like a water bottle. You certainly shouldn't put your phone in there, and I just find them kind of annoying. Like, they're not large enough. I find the straps are too long and they bump against me in a way that I find irritating, and also this can get really sweaty. So personally, I like these, but they're not my favourite. Also, Loungefly do a inner sleeve you can buy now to put some of that internal organisation in, but that's like 25-30 euros on top of 80 odd euros for the bag. I think it's probably a bit more now. I bought this a few years ago. So on the whole, really cute, but unless you're bounding as a particular character, I would not bother. The other one I wouldn't recommend is also a Loungefly, which is this lovely Disney Contemporary Resort handbag, which I bought at the Contemporary Resort, as you can tell. And it's rather lovely, but again, too annoying to carry around a park. It's too stiff. The zip is really sharp, so every time you put your hand in, it goes hang at you like a pike or something. So you're constantly reaching in, getting scratched. But it does look cool, and I don't regret this. The one I do actually use is this one, which is a Kipling Firefly. It's a convertible from a backpack to a shoulder bag, which I really like. It's the right size, so it's a similar size to the Loungefly, but it's got some internal organisation. You can zip it up, you can put your phone in here. This is actually the pocket I use for my friends' phones when I go to theme parks with them. What's this? Oh, pen lid. So when I go to a theme park with adult friends of mine and they don't bring bags, and so this is the pocket, they go, oh, could you just, yes, oh, thank you, could you put your phone in here for me? And I have to carry their phones around. A bit annoying. So this is the bag I actually recommend, which is Kipling Firefly up. Look, if you're not a middle-aged woman and you don't like Kiplings, well, why are you here? I kid a little bit. Anyway, what is in my theme park bag? Well, first of all, and for me the most important thing, is this. And what is this, you're going to say? This is a glasses strap. And so it fits on the arms of your glasses like so, and you pull it down so it sits here on your glasses. And what I like about this is it kind of looks like this in the park, and you know, maybe not the most usual thing people wear, but when you're on a ride, this toggle, you tighten the toggle at the back of your neck. I feel a bit like a cabin crew showing you how to put on your life jacket for some reason. So before you go on a ride, you tighten this up to the back of your neck. These hold your glasses in. This whole business can go under your hair, and this is as good as those other kind of glasses straps I see a lot of enthusiasts wear. But this, to me, looks a bit more normal, especially as someone with longer hair. I would rather wear this than one of those things that kind of just goes around your head, because I think those No offense to enthusiasts, but I think those look really, 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 really nerdy and spotty, and just not my bag. I go for these. I've actually got quite a few of these. They're from a place called Go Optical, and they're quite cheap, just as well because we lose them constantly. And I always have one in my park bag. Now, the second thing I always have in my park bag is trigger alert for rustling. Is a foldable cagoule thing. Now, in March, I will just wear my regular coat, but in the summer, I take this. It folds up. This is from a Regatta. Actually, I got it on sale. That any kind of packable mackerel will do just fine. There's a little ASMR rustling there. So it's a decent sized waterproof coat that fits in here. Nice little pouch. Goes in your bag when you go on a water ride. When it starts to rain, out it comes. You're laughing, everyone else is wet. Excellent choice. And I think these are about maybe £20. You can probably get them a lot cheaper than that if you don't care and you use Amazon. So that is my second thing I always have in my park bag. Now the third thing I have in my park bag is something to tie up my hair with. Now I know a lot of people with longer hair, they go to parks and they put it in braids or whatever. That's cool. I actually hate having my hair tied up because I like to hide behind my hair. But when I go on a big ride, my hair gets messed up super quick. So I'll either bring a scrunchie or something like that, or a little cute clip. This is from Free People, and it's a little pony clip. The only I might not use this on some rides if you're constantly whacking your head backwards. In that case, I will just use a bobble or a scrunchie or something instead. But something to tie your hair up with, and you'll thank me later. And the next thing to take on your park trip is lip balm, very important. And I also take with me a little portable little battery pack. Are we fully charged? We're fully charged. Fairly lightweight. My phone's battery is usually fine all day, but this is really good for an extra bit of juice towards the end of the day, especially if you're constantly trying to find out where the queues are shortest. You're using lightning lanes or whatever they're using at Disney now. So always take something like this. Make sure it's always charged, especially if actually this doesn't have a huge capacity. I think if you're taking a school trip or a lot of young kids with you, I think you need like a much more powerful battery pack. But for just a couple of people for the day, fuel rod. I'm not sure you can buy them in the UK, but they're really good. That's very helpful. Another thing I think you should probably take is some medication. This, I confess, is allergy pills, which is normally what I take. But if you think you might get motion sick, if you think you get a headache or whatever, I always think it's worthwhile sticking in a couple of paracetamol and a thing of Quells or something if you think that might be a problem. And finally, the other thing I always take in my park bag is this, which is an Ionate insulated cup. It's dishwasher safe and stainless steel. It's pretty cool. Does not leak, absolutely does not leak, no matter what you do. And what's also nice is I always take my tea in this. I do hear that people put water in these, which I guess you can do that if you want. I don't know your life, but if you're the kind of person who drinks water, you can put water in this. But me, if you see me with this, it's got tea in it. And I do recommend this particular brand. I'd like to stress, look at my subscriber count. I'm not getting paid. I just like this. I like this. This is really good. And the other thing, I also have this cute clip, which is a little cat. So after talking about my drink thing, my insulated cup, I would also like to recommend a couple of other things, which is make sure you've got something warm, comfortable shoes. Our theme park day is not the day for wearing anything new. Wear the most comfy shoes you have. If they're waterproof, that's great. They probably won't be by the end of the day. And the other thing that I tried recently, and I was really surprised at how nice it was actually a tubing mascara, which is the kind that forms a tube around your eyelashes. And I've got very sensitive eyes, and I don't often wear a lot of makeup, certainly not to theme parks. And put it on, absolute revelation. Usually by the end of the day, if I'm wearing mascara, I am desperate to take it off. But this stuff, I got it from Elf, is excellent. And also it's waterproof. It isn't going to come off when you go on a water ride. It isn't going to come off when you sweat. And I know that looking great in ride pictures is maybe not everyone's priority, but I do think if you feel better with a bit of mascara on, definitely that's the one to go for. And finally, the other thing I would recommend is to take, I know people take flipping those Apple Watches, which I never bother with because they seem too expensive, is a watch that tells you the time that you're not worried about losing. So this is a vintage 2003 Baby G, of which I have many. Something that you can just go down, okay, that's the time. You can set an alarm. You're not constantly looking at your phone all the time to tell the time. You're not worried you're going to lose your flipping Apple Watch, which I don't know how much those cost, loads. I don't know. So those are my recommendations for what to take to a theme park. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that my two fans, hey, are happy with the random nature of this. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to, and like, and put a little comment about what you like to put in your park bag, especially if you think there is anything that I have missed. Okay, and I hope you have a great day.